we have Danish people with us today. I love that. Yeah. So I guess we are pretty good with time. Once again, if you have any questions or things from this week you would like to share, just share it in the comments below and we're gonna look into it. This week, a lot have happened. But as usually, it's more of a process of what is going on inside than it is what is going outside. This morning, so I've been super dizzy, extremely dizzy. I feel that is this whole transcending kind of thing going on. My stomach has been broken. I have been like, my eyes have been so swollen. I have allergy for something, we don't know. So it's been like chaotic to be inside of this vessel for the last week, but we are also entering the new moon. We just entered the new moon, and tomorrow they're gonna burn all the witches in Denmark. On the stick is some tradition that every year on the 23rd of June, they burn witches and send them back to where they come from. Slightly sad, we need to hide some of us, but that being said, this morning I was out running and puking and my whole system has been upside down. I have had a lot of weird nightmares, a lot of weird dreams, and I came to the point where I thought it's about time that I start talking a bit about the whole universe. Start explaining a little bit about, for example, what angels and demons means. What is all these aliens? What is the matrix? What is all of those things that we are moving around in within this world reality? And share some light upon some of these subjects. So I'm guessing we're gonna start with that. Regina, I was very tired with Soul Stick. What happened there? Lots of energy coming in. Let me answer that one first, because I've been tired. I've been having swollen eyes. As you can hear, there's something with my voice. And I've been so dizzy, I almost passed out on the couch before we started. But yeah, luckily surrounded by good people. So there is a massive shift going on globally. It has been going on for a longer period of time, but now we are again entering a new phase. We were in this phase where what no longer served us had to come to the surface, so we had to face it so clearly that we could not go back to the old ways. That is the period we just went through. Now we are stepping into this part where this is cleansing out of our body system, and we are getting a little bit closer to the essence of who we are. We are getting a little bit more in contact with what we desire to do and what is our true essence. Because if we take all the layers of all the anger, resentment, lust, or fighting, or all of these outer layers, and we just tap into the core of our hearts and our being, and the sensitivity and strength within that, that is where we are called upon once more to step into. As we're stepping into the true summer and the days are getting lighter and lighter, it is also easier for us to tap into that part of us which is sensitive, energetically, and in need for expression. But in order to get there, you have to go through this level of exhaustion first, because the transition from the old way into the new you it's like if you have a stable, you have the water and you have the salt in the bottom of the water, right? And then you do like this. Okay, you don't see it that well. Wait, can you see it? I can see it. Then you stir everything up. Once you stir everything up, you lose groundation, you become dizzy, you don't know which leg to stand on, but it's just you transcending from something old into something new and something more aligned with who you are. If you have been listening to that in these coming weeks, which, yeah. Okie dokie. Also, if you have any questions, write them in the comment below. We will still look into it as this is our Q&A. So, angels and demons. What I was thinking is that I'm gonna make a whole series of reels about these subjects, about all these beings and about the matrix and stuff like that. And I didn't really know exactly how to bring it to our live stream today. And I don't know if I should. I don't know if I should. Or if I should just share it in these reels. What I would like to do, let me introduce it like this. What I would like to do is to bring light upon our perception of what angel and demons are. It's to take the understanding of all the religions that we have without saying any of them is wrong, because they all of them hold the essence of truth. It's just a matter of perception and perspective. And people are often asking me if they are real. And yes, angels are real, demons are real, benefiting beings are real, aliens are real. All of this exists or coexist, but they are on different levels of existence. So we have, for example, people who have energetic lines from angelic realms or demonic realms floating through their system. We as humans, if we can call us humans, we are born into this world reality with what we call free will. Within this amount of free will, we are influenced not only by our spirit, our DNA, our environment, but also the energies of which is floating around. This can be high frequency and low frequency. Nothing is wrong, nothing is bad, everything is God made and God created. So the lowest and darkest of the darkest still have as holy a function as the highest of the highest. So this is important to say. When we talk about heaven and hell, it's two different vibrations, right? So heaven is like, say, the closest to God. That is where all the light is. That is where your vibration is high, is where you are in your authentic self. It's love is the closest, love and authenticity is the closest vibration to come to that, right? When you are in the lower vibrations where you harm other people intentionally, where you do acts that it's bad for humanity, bomb things with intention of wanting to hurt or harm, then you lower your vibration more and more, and you come closer to the lower frequencies. Demonic being is also God created, because God created everyone. It's like the fallen angels, and deeper than that. What it actually is an energetic form that is on one level, and this level is fed by fear. It's fed by grief, sadness, anxiety, intentionally pain, and those kind of things. That is what that level is fed upon. And that level does exactly what all levels do. They want to expand and exist. So what they do is they influence you to help feeding them. So for example, in many religions we talk about the good voice and the bad voice, and we are listening to both, and then we, with our amount of free will, choose which voice to listen to, more or less, right? It's more kind of exactly what is happening. So the lower vibrations has to enter into your system if you are stuck within a lower feeling within yourself. But if you really are dragged down, and so you feel that you become it, and you start hearing all these things or feeling all these things that is not with the moment, but is something that feels deeper than that, then it's because of these beings are whispering in your ears. But on the same note, the good guys do the same thing. So it's basically just vibrations fighting for their own existence and expansion of that existence. To explain it shortly, angelic beings are the same. Angelic beings are high vibrating beings that wish and desire to help you as much as possible, but they can only interfere if you invite them to. So you have to go like, dear angels, please help me with blah, 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 blah. Start communicating with them, start inviting them more and more into your space so they become a part of your daily life. I also hear that a lot of people asking, oh, but what if that, and it is even said in some religions, what if it's good which is hiding as evil? I was deceived. We hear this often. So the thing is, you cannot call upon evil the same way you can call upon angels. Demons have their own agenda. They choose when they want to show and not. They choose if they think that they can use you or not. Where angels, they come upon your prayers. So when you call a being, a light being, it is a light being showing up. Also, you can feel the energy in the room. If the energy that enters a room comes with a negative, compressed kind of sense, then you're talking about a negative being. But if it comes with an open feeling and it comes with a warmth or a clarity, something going in without you having any filter or resistance upon it, it comes from a higher place. So whenever you invite beings into your life, always call upon it from the deepest, most pure layer in your heart. They can always hear you. So this is only an overview. I will go through the depth of all the beings in the reels that I'm going to share. If you guys want it, so then just let me know, write in the comments below. I'm super curious if it has your interest or not, but I just had this feeling this morning. I had heard these voices telling me I needed to explain the depth of these kind of things and beings, and also to create understanding of how we are influenced by them, why they're here, and how often we are influenced by outside energies. Another perception is that demonics, how do you say it, our shadow sides is suppressions of ourselves, and the demon is the part of us that we have suppressed out of ourselves, which now becomes the shadow following after us. I heard the theory and it's not completely wrong. So everything you suppressed will persist, which means if you suppress your anger, your sadness, you didn't want to go through the sorrow and just suppress it to, hey Shayla, I love you and I'm gonna be home soon. Mwah. So if you suppress it in your system, don't want to look at it, then it becomes a lower vibration, right? And this lower vibration is a vibrational match to that level of vibrations and frequencies. So that will, those two will intertwine. So one thing is the deep grief that you might feel, but then you feel a connection to that level of existence. And then you can take all of that in and they can feed upon that part of you. So that's another reason why it's so important to not neglect any part of ourselves, and look into every layers of ourselves, but also important to not demonize any parts of ourselves. We as beings on earth, we will have weird thoughts flowing through our system. We will have things that we regret doing, things that we're not proud of. But the thing is that God let everyone in his heaven, let's put it like that, who search redemption. And I'm not talking about redemption within religions, because all religions talk about the same God at the end of the day. There's one creator, put it the way you want to do it. But one creator, we all talk about him in different ways and different forms. But so the redemption is not to give your soul upon one religion per se. It's to give your soul to God in the sense of, not your soul, your heart to God, in sense of your heart, going into your heart. Forgive yourself for the things that you have done wrong. Forget other people for what they have done to you, and let go of those behaviors you did in the past, so you learn to listen to your heart and your soul. Redemption is, and to be redeemed is for you to follow your heart and the goodness in your being, instead of following the part in your ego that pulls you away from your true self. Yeah, so essentially, there's so much to say. 2020, divine timing. So essentially, our God, our creators, let's put it like our creator is all forgiven. He will let you home no matter what have been done the moment that you realize what you have done to yourself and to others, and dare to stand up, to face all of those shadow sides, face all of those mirrors, forgive them and let it go, and start to follow your heart step by step. And it also doesn't really matter if it's at the end of your incarnation. I love you too, Celia. Mwah. And it doesn't matter if it's even at the end of your incarnation, it still counts. So this thing about karma is not the way that karma is perceived in the past. And let me explain you why. Whatever you do in this life is things that you chose to go through. You have your amount of free will to choose with what you do with those things you choose to do to, and when you want to do it. If you don't learn it in this life, you mostly choose to tap into this kind of situation in the next one to really do it. That is not karma, that is a choice of free will. Whatever bad you did in this life, if it is redeemed before you leave this planet, you still go to this collective consciousness. Unless you're an angelic being, that's a whole different story. I'm gonna tap into this on a later point. The only way you can end up on this lower level of vibration, what we call hell, is if you fully let go of self. If you are so intoxicated by lower vibrations that they take you over so profoundly that you choose to give your soul away to this lower vibration level, which means that you choose from your own free will to believe that it's not 1 millimeter of good inside of you. And even then, you even have to go through these stages of feeling good with hurting others, feeling good when you do things that put others down, feeling good when you harm others. You have to go to such a deep degree of evil in order of ending on that level. Whew, so that's the explanation on heaven and hell. This topic is a lot deeper and there's a lot more to it, but I would break that down in reels one by one, because I think that is going to be easier than trying to remember it all in this live stream. I just had it this morning when I was trying to run, like I said, with the whole puking thing, because I often have these lower beings that want to intertwine or interfere or haunt my dreams and stuff like that. And and I was I was talking with our creator and looking into what there is to share about that. And apparently in this time, there is a lot to share, which is important, and what can also bring relief to a lot of souls who feel kind of lost in this time, and a lot of people who fear that they don't have the time to redeem themselves before transitions, but also to have a deeper understanding of the voices that you hear in your head. There is I'm gonna drink a piece of water, 1 second. It's because I'm downloading all these files and I'm like trying to unpack them and then tell you parts of it to create a whole. But there's so much going on. It's hard to exactly take the points that I wanted to say, but so what is it? Redemption, transition, not evil. What more do people need to know right now? Yes, for those of you people who are those of you beautiful souls who are afraid of the thoughts you have, afraid of the ideas you have, know that they're not entirely you. If you have, we are like a radio station. Our mind is like a radio station, right? So we are catching up not only on our subconscious and all the voices from the past and all our emotions in the now, we are also catching up on different levels and dimensions of existence. So when weird thoughts is passing by, like you want to kick something, or you want to bite someone, or you want to harm someone or something, don't identify with that thought. See it, oh wow, there you are, okie dokie, that was weird, okay, bye. So don't resist it, but don't identify with it as it being you. It is thoughts passing by and nothing more than that. Thoughts only have power over us when we identify with it, when we pull it into our body, feel a vibrational connection with it, and we embody it so it becomes part of us. Or when we try to deny it, no, I'm not looking at you, no, I don't feel that, no, I'm pushing you away, then it persists, right? Because everything we fight will keep fighting us back. So as long as you just think it, laugh about it, and let it transcend, it has no power over you. There is no energy that can take part in your body, in your system, in your vessel, without you allowing it to enter. And even if you allowed it to enter at some point, the moment you take space within your own center, your own light, your own being, your true heart and soul, it cannot consume you. It can still speak to you until you grow through the patterns which was a vibrationally matched to this level of vibration, but it has only the control over you that you give to it. The tricky part nowadays is that we have a lot of people who we do have the tendency to try to escape reality, all of us, in one way or another, because sometimes life is a lot, right? And especially all our light beings and sensitive beings, life is too much sometimes. And also neurodivergent people, we try to like stimulate our brain so it's balanced, but within that, sometimes it becomes drug abuse, sometimes it becomes smoking abuse, or it becomes alcohol abuse, it becomes sugar addiction. For some people it becomes sex addiction, or all kind of addiction things. And the thing is, some of these things is a opening for this lower level to enter. And when it does that, it is harder to pull yourself up or in to who you truly are. So when we, for example, do drugs and we lose conscious and we are in some kind of space where not fully connecting to ourselves and floating around, there is an entrance for all kind of levels of existence to enter. When we the next day have low serotonin in the brain and feel kind of low, then these energies are eating upon our biggest wounds. So it keeps holding us down in the belief we're not enough. Then we're not enough. And then there is this whole shame thing because, wow, did I do that? Or what have I done? And so by trying to escape the way that we all do, we open up for these kind of vibrations to enter and hold us down. So there is a big shift going on in the planet, and we need those, us light beings, to be stronger than ever, because we need to stand together in the strength we are, in the love we are, and in the light warrior energy that we were sent here to be. So there is a calling for all of us to look upon which patterns that's holding us stuck, which patterns that is feeding this lower level of vibration, and which patterns that we can maybe work upon to help ourselves to get stronger in the self-center, because that's basically what it is. It is us taking space within the who we are. Whee! Okay, so I think that spirits, that God is gonna allow me to tell you this for today. If any of this has interest for you guys, let me know, and I will start this series of reels where I will explain about this a lot deeper and section for section, I guess. Okay. Let me see for questions of today. Why is it difficult for the wounded masculine or feminine to feel weak and vulnerable? When you have a lot of wounds, as we say, when you have been hurt a lot, you create a wall. It becomes a wall of safety. It keeps you guarded from your heart and your inner self, but it also keeps the others out. So this wall have been your safety in all of the time that you were hurt and nobody picked you up, in all of the time that you were stamped upon, pushed and pulled around, and there was nobody to help you up but you. So your protection mechanism have kept you safe for that time being. Now over time, this protection mechanism becomes the opposite. It's no longer what keeps you safe, it is what keeps you away from your heart and from the people who wish to be something good in your life. So that's basically what happens. It's the fear of letting go of the protection that kept you safe for so long. And it's also the fear of feeling what you think you are not worth. Because one thing is that it keeps everything out. But another thing is that if you let love in, you have to deal with the lower emotions that you have not looked at. You have to deal with the, am I good enough? Am I lovable? I always learned that I was not worthy to love. So now when someone loved me, it can't be right. They must trick me. They must want something. They're here to hurt me. If I let in love, I'm going to be hurt more than I ever was, because now that I feel it, now that it's real, it's going to be 10 times the pain than it was before. So I better push it away before it becomes real, right? So that's the thing. That's the short answer. And the only way out of it is in. The only way out of it is to go through the layers of fear, sadness, grief, insecurity, and choose. You have to make a choice of going through that and choose a person that are willing to stand there with you, with all your vulnerability and all your whatever comes up, and still love you. It's tricky. It's very tricky, and it takes bravery. You have to be so brave to do that. But the price, on the other hand, by doing so, is so much worth the whole ride. Because you are not only protecting yourself from the outside or from being hurt, you are also protecting yourself from feeling your own heart. Which means you will always have a sense of emptiness. You will always have a sense of a hole that lacks something that you try to fulfill with all kind of things, because you're like, oh yeah, this will give me a good feeling, dopamine popping, or this will make me feel needed or loved or whatever, or I will feel cool if I have a new car. But it will never be enough, because you cannot fill an empty space up with superficial quick fix. You can only fill that one space up with love for yourself, and love for those who reflect that love back to you. Okie dokie. How can we protect ourselves against evil demons? I will come back to this in the reels, but short version. Like I said before, they have no more power over you than what we give to them. They cannot do more harm than what we allow them to. But that doesn't mean that we cannot hear them. That doesn't mean that they cannot be tricky, because demons are. There is so many different demons. There, like this one level, there's more levels, right? There's a lot of levels of light. There's some levels of darkness. So some of them are very tricky. They like playing games. That's why in the Chinese, the Asian cultures, they have like the 7 deadly sins of lust and what was the other ones? I don't remember. Anger, or I don't remember what the names of them was, but it literally means that they can enter from different levels to your system. The most important thing is to know that you are light, to know that you are light, love, a soul that were chosen by God to exist. So whatever lower vibrations or energy that you're feeling, that is okay for the moment, but it does not define you or who you are. The more light you send out, the more the darkness would like to enter, but as less opportunities they have to actually do so. I always believe that it's better to shine out a higher vibration than it is to put protection shields, because within protection shields you still create a kind of distance between you and the outside world. So it is within my belief of existence that as more authentic you are, as more space you take in yourself, and as stronger you become as a person and a being. So be as real as you can be to who you are, who you truly are, and as less power they have over you. Look which patterns you have that is serving a lower vibration, and which pattern you have that helps you to raise upon a higher vibration in yourself. And remember, there is no right, there is no wrong, there just is. So everything is created from God, our creator. Hi Sophie, lovely to see you. Hi Rosaline. Listen, you asked me something last week, but I couldn't find the question and I don't remember what it is. So if you can remember, just write it and we will look at it together. I'm happy that I'll hug you soon. Me too. It's been way too long and we have so much to share. Surban, it's very beautiful. You want to connect with your baby niece? Just do that. Go there, take it step by step. Allow yourself to feel love from her and try to shine that love back. The love of a child is the most pure thing on this planet. So that definitely will help you. And the fact that she looks like your mom and your brother as a baby, that only amplifies the whole thing in relation to what you have been going through and what you are here to heal. And then we have Yoris. Hi Lisa. I always felt that with clarions, it's like when you allow it, it's like opening a door that you cannot close. How is that for you? Can you control it? Can you close the door when you don't want it, or is it always there? It is always here. Like some of you guys know, I was born with it. So for me, I don't know no other way. I don't know how it is to close it because it never was. Maybe only when I was 16 and did drugs, maybe shortly. But for the rest, it's always there. I think it's all about finding a way in where you feel you, and also where you don't have the need to change other people. So accept what you see without stepping into it unless you are allowed to step into it, unless you are invited to step into it. Sometimes I feel extremely called to share something. It's inevitable. I cannot not share it. And it's when it flows through me and I just have to do so. But 9 out of 10 times, being someone who sees something in everyone all the time, especially the things people don't want to see and don't feel ready for seeing, I learned that people do not change until they are ready to change. And there's nothing you can do in the entire world to make them do so. So there has to be an invitation and an opening for you to share what it is you see. Because I have something in my throat. I'm sorry. So accept what you see. The less resistance you have and the less fear you have upon seeing and feeling, as more natural it becomes. And as more natural it becomes, the less need you have to shut anything down. For people who have the need to shut something down, and when I look inside of you, it's all about you centering inside of yourself. So as more secure you are in the light and the being you are, as easier it is to be okay with everything you see, because then you do not doubt what it is you see and how it is connected. Yes. How do I break down the wall in the heart? You cannot break down the wall in other people's heart. That has to be their own free will. What you can do is you can touch their hearts. You can make them feel love, feel loved, make them know that they are loved. But if that scares them away, there's nothing you can do to change that. It has to come from them. It has to be their free will of opening that space. All you can do is take a step back and focus on opening your own heart. Focusing on loving and respecting yourself and what is good for you. So to open your own heart, what you can do is whenever you're afraid of opening up, do it anyway. It's to come to that point where you realize that I feel the best when I feel alive, and I feel alive when I allow my heart to feel, when I allow myself to trust that love, to let it in, to let it flourish, to let it do what love does. It is you breathing to your heart, making a choice to trust love even when you don't. So it's quite simple in words, but in action is every time you get afraid, you step in instead of stepping out. Every time you want to run away because, oh no, I got hurt. Oh no, it's hurting. I'm crumbling. You step right through it and you choose to stay instead of leave. And that is choose to stay with yourself. If it's in a relationship, you choose to stay in the relationship instead of leaving. So you choose to choose for love. If it is a love relationship, because there is so many layers of that. So that's a different kind of thing. Okay guys, we are almost done for today and I am so behind in questions. I will take 2 more and then that will be for today. But everything, hi Mark, everything we didn't do this week, we will bring it up for next week. So I have this list of questions already. I will add it to it, and if anything, you just write it in the comments below. We will take it up next week as well. Okie dokie. Woo, this was the long one. I have quiet ADHD. I have been on meds for a while, but one day I wanted to try. Oh, it disappeared. I think maybe, did you delete your comment? Because I cannot see that comment anymore. Anyways. For me, it has a lot of interest and very, very informative with angels and demons. Are amazing. Okay, I think because of the rain, the connection got a bit bad. Anyways, and how? I don't see. I think that's it. So thank you guys for being here with me this week. And we did not do so many questions this week. That was calling for sharing this thing about the beings. So let me know in the comments below how you would like us to tap into these things in reels or in future lives, and we will look into it. And thank you so much for being here, and welcome to the new moon and tomorrow the witchy burning day. Yeah, I think that's all for today. Thank you guys, and of course, if you love what we share, please share it with people and share the video so we can reach more people, so we can reach broader in this world. I will love and appreciate that very much, and I appreciate all of you guys. Doei doei!